guys! Welcome back to KY24 Project YouTube channel. In today's episode, we will show you how we made this baby blue jumper skirt. This jumper skirt project was very interesting and fun to make. And it's been super while since the last time that I made so much ruffles for such a specific dress. We hope that you enjoy this process and tune in for more videos. Let's go and start the project! First off, we will fold the top bodice into two halves. So fold the bodice into half and mark where the center part of it. Once you are done with this, we will mark 5 inches from the middle on both sides. From the marking, we will mark 1 inch inside the 5 inches. The length of my tags here is around 6 inches. Then, sew the taxing in place. Now, we will fold the bodies once again and then we will securely pin them down together. From the middle of the top part, we will measure 5 inches away. This will be the front panel front bodice. From there, we will measure again 4 inches until the back. Cut the markings that we made, and this will be our arm pattern cut. When we are done with that, we will sew this triangle pinpoint light green design in front. First, we will sew all around the edges, leaving one small gap to turn it inside out. Turn it inside out and make sure all the sides are crisp. Once you're done, you can iron it flat down before top stitching the gap close. Now, we will sew the ruffles under the details of the triangle. I prefer to process it like this. Sew the ruffles on each side of the triangle design. When you reach the top part of the triangle, leave 1 inch no ruffles part. It will make the attaching of the design of the top bodice later on easier. Now, we can mark and sew the design of the top bodice. But before we do that, you need to run the lower part of the bodice into the serger and then flat sew it down. After this, we will pin and secure the position of the triangle design in the top bodice. Once you are satisfied with your position, then you can now top stitch it directly into the main front bodice. Don't forget to cut the excess part of the top bodice and the triangle part design. After this, you will need to run all the sides or all the raw edges into a flat stitch, and then run them all into the serger. Once done with that, you can now flat sew all the raw edges. I'm flat sewing this part along with the triangle ruffles. This is the main reason why we leave 1 inches no ruffles design into the triangle design pattern. Now, we will sew the 2 skirt panel together, right facing each other. The cloth I use has lighter design inside and darker color outside, so I prefer the one in the lighter side. Once you're done with this, run all the sides and the raw edges into the edger, and you can now start gathering your skirt. After you gather your skirt, we can now sew the skirt directly on the bodice. Make sure that you will start with the cut part of the skirt. Now, take the back panel together and sew them down. I'm not starting from the top back panel of the skirt. I'm sewing 8 inches down from the top back panel. This will be an enough space for us to cover when we sew the back cover for the corset. Now, we will sew the ruffles on the lower part of the skirt. We don't really need to hem the skirt, since it will be covered by the first layer of ruffles. Sewing exactly ½ inch from the edge of the skirt. Once you are done with the first layer of ruffles, we can now mark where we wanted to sew the second layer of ruffles. The second layer of ruffles is shorter, so I'm just going to mark 2 inches from the first layer of ruffles and flat sew them on. This is for the shoulder strap. My model's measurement for this is around 10 inches. I've added enough allowance just in case I need to adjust it later on. Sew a 4 inches width blue cloth. When you are done with this, cut all the excess part and turn it inside out. We will only sew the front strap in this part. Leaving the back to be measured later on. Since the back corset is still not sewn, we cannot sew the strap into the back. Once you're done with this, we can now sew the back panel fold. Just follow the natural crease part of the seam, then go around it and flat sew all the side of the flat folded panel. Now, we will sew the corset ribbons. These are 2½ inches length ribbons. We will need 4 ribbons on each side of the back panel closure. Once you are done with this, we can now sew the back panel cover just beside the ribbons. Once you're done, we can now sew the back strap on the back part of the bodice. Our final step is sewing these ruffles in front of the bodice. It will also cover the raw edges of the front top. I sewed the metal gold buttons off cam, but I decided to sew around 6 pieces of gold metal buttons on each side of the triangle. I also added a ribbon in front of the dress to add more accessory. I really had so much fun doing this project. It's been a while since the last time that I had made something as fluffy as this, and it makes me really satisfied and happy about the result of the dress. I hope you enjoy watching the process of making this dress. Don't forget to comment and share this video. If you're still not part of the family, don't forget to click subscribe. And we will see you all again next time. Bye!